Snail18 here, and welcome to another episode of a Let's Play Slay the Spire. We are in Act 2 of Ascension Mode 3. We've got ourselves a Silent here, and with the Unceasing Top, that really sort of informs your decisions in terms of building the deck here, because you can cycle things, so we're going to be trying to work around that. We do have an energy booster here, which is going to help us a lot. And yeah, so collecting zero-cost cards that give you draws, and even, like, we could have, like, 10 prepareds in this deck, and it would be perfectly fine, and usually I do try to avoid that. We don't gain gold anymore, but we do have a good amount of gold. We're going to want to hit, like, and shop, at least. But we don't necessarily have to rush the shops. We do want to spend our gold by the end of the game. We got a shop over here, and another one over here. I think our path is going to be this way. We'll skip this shop, pick up 3 question marks, hopefully not take any real damage along the way, hit this elite, and then camp... Elite, relic, elite, shop. Ooh, that's a lot of elites in a row. You know what? It's really gutsy. It might cause us to lose. But if we can get through those elites and pick up those relics without dying, we probably will win the game. So let's go ahead and take that risk. We got guy with 3 artifacts over here and a whole lot of armor. So poison's not going to do much for us. It doesn't attack us on the first turn. Let's go ahead and prepare it away a defend here. And I think I will use the Endless Agonies right away. Tactician is great if we discard it, and we'll get another energy. And Well-Laid Plans to retain, that's going to be okay. Now, we will pick up a Survivor, maybe on the next hand. It's only 50-50, so I don't think we'll retain that. We'll probably just retain a Defend here. Although Tactician is nice if we do get the Survivor, because at least discarding is not as painful. But discarding doesn't matter with the Unceasing Top. So, yeah, anyway, we'll do this. We'll return Defend, and that'll be good enough. So he's going to armor up a little bit more. But a fair amount of damage on the first turn there. We're okay with that. I think the Cloak and Dagger is obvious. We'll drop a couple of shivs and see what kind of random cards we get. What's Expertise? Draw cards until you have 6 in your hand. We really don't need that. You could lose strength for a turn, and it also exhausts. But you know what? That's as good as a defend. An adrenaline. What are we going to do with more card draws? I think I'd rather keep this in my deck right now. Especially with the expertise, maybe. Because I think we just strike here and call that good enough. Keep that in our deck. Oh, actually, we'll retain the adrenaline. That makes way more sense. And probably use it first thing. We're going to draw a bunch of cards, and we'll generate another random card from our exhaust stuff. I'm going to start with the adrenaline, just to see what we get. Die, die, die. That's another exhausty card, which is nice. Would we rather weaken him? I think the answer is yes. I think I'm going to use this to trigger off his last artifact. And I'm just going to weaken him. We're going to want to get out the Noxious Fumes. We might want to just drop a giant malaise on him. Just to make sure we don't take any damage. I'll outmaneuver. I'll drop a giant malaise. By giant, I mean 2, but it's a lot more weakened and a little bit more less strength. I actually forgot to actually block this turn, so good job there. Discard all non-attack cards is actually okay-ish. We actually probably just lethal him next turn. This exhausts, so it gives us another one. This unloads all of our blocks, so we'll just draw more attacks. So we're going to do that. Yeah, we're going to take 12 because I'm an idiot. I was too focused on doing fancy stuff. Cloak and Dagger does generate extra shivs. I'm weakened, though, which is kind of annoying. All right, let's do that just in case I can't, for some reason, kill him. We get the Skewer, which we can just cycle. I don't care. We do have a lot of mana here. Actually, that does the most amount of damage of it. We got lethal regardless. But yeah, I took 12 for no goddamn reason there. This is an accuracy plus, which I think we're going to grab. First of all, Shiv generating stuff is going to be fine in this deck. A quick slash, we don't need card draw at all. We don't need any card draw with this. We just need energy generation. Dagger Spray is nice, but the accuracy plus, first of all, it's a power, so it removes itself from your deck as you go. And we do have some shivs, and we may end up with more shivs. Okay, we got Plated Armor guy over here. Poison will be a nice way to bring him down in over time. We are going to Survivor away one of the defends. We're going to Cloak and Dagger, which will soak all 14 damage over there. I will start with the Shivs to see what kind of random crap we get. We got a Blur to retain our block. It's an excellent card, which actually... I do want to poison him to start doing that, but if I strike him, I can start to remove charges from his stupid plated armor. Alright, tell you what, I'll poison him, and then I will just go ahead and Blur. So we'll actually carry over 5 armor onto the next turn. He might have been a good candidate for the weekend, but he's not an elite, so... And he takes a little reflected damage there. That doesn't get rid of any of his plated armor stuff. Accuracy, double defend. So again, we'll take nothing, and we may as well do this. It's not going to help us get through the armor, but we do accumulate a few more poison charge, which might just be the way we end up killing him. Plated armor's so good. I don't know if you can get golden thread on the silent, but man, oh man, is it ever nice. I'm going to prepare the strike. And now all of a sudden we've got a pretty crazy turn. We do this. We'll neutralize. We may not be able to get through his armor. It depends on what we pick up here. And the answer is we are not going to. But we are going to get a pretty sick redraw here. We'll gain that. Well, we're going to draw 1 card. And we'll see what comes up. We've got enough armor not to take anything. But we drew something that requires energy, which is too bad. Alright, but we're not going to take any damage. We'll actually carry over... Oh, no. We're not going to carry over armor, because we have Blur, not Barricade. The outmaneuver is obviously the way to go, and we play all the defends and hope we get something that costs us nothing. Oh, right. Outmaneuver costs us energy. Never mind. But we're still not going to take any damage. He's still poisoned. We still haven't hit any of his plate armor off, which is funny, because he's halfway dead. More than halfway dead. And we've got tons of energy on this turn. We do have to just play out everything. And order doesn't matter for this. We have extra energy left over for our redraws. Shiv. Grand Finale doesn't help us here. We get 2 unplayable cards. Yeah, this thing is going to stop our infinite combo way more than it helps us. But it's pretty entertaining? I don't know. It'd be nice if we could get rid of relics. I don't know if there's a better way to work it. Keep doing things that give us extra energy and maybe a bit more card cycle. I'm going to take Escape Plan. It's always a fine card. It doesn't add any exhaust. It's like it sometimes generates block, and at the very least, it helps us cycle our deck. It doesn't make our deck any worse, and a lot of times it just gives us free block. So we're gonna do that. The only problem is if you hit someone who punishes you for playing skills. But Goblin Knob is in the past, so we're probably okay. They're both gonna open with damage. I guess I'm gonna be forced to double defend. So let's start with the Endless Agonies and see what we get out of our randomness. Masterful Slab's not going to be bad. Predator gives us more cards, which we don't actually need because of the top, and it's quite expensive. We double defend here. It's as good as we can get. And I think I'm just going to apply some poison stuff to the Mystic here. I do like to kill him first because of his heal and the fact that he buffs strength. The Centurion does a little more damage, and it does apply block. Actually, I probably should have potioned him. You know what? I should have, and I still will. I think it's still going to be worthwhile. We'll drop the fumes. Yeah, the turn mostly plays itself. We'll do the shivs into Adrenaline's fine. We got a Catalyst, too, which isn't quite going to be enough to kill him here. Well, we know we need the outmaneuver. And we know we need a little bit more blocking, so we'll Survivor and Defend, which brings us up to 10, which is fine. So I don't have to worry about neutralizing him. I mean, he's already weakened too, so... Damage, and I guess I'll Catalyst him to up to 12. It's not quite lethal, but it is in 2 turns. Unless he's probably going to heal himself here. Let's say, unless he heals himself, he's going to die next turn. But I think this is the heal one, so he hasn't taken any damage, which is fine. So now we got to do 14 points of damage. Well, no one's attacking, so we're going to start by preparing away the defend. We'll escape plan, because it's always fine. We have tons of energy, so we're going to be cycling a lot of stuff, except Malaise is going to eat all of it, which is too bad. But we can bring him to death range, which is okay. We'll Malaise this guy for a ton. We pick up the Skewer, which does nothing, but at least it cycles. Okay. If you had a strength boost... No, because that's X times. The body slam, which is interesting. If you don't have any armor, but you have strength boost, it will still do damage. So we got 7 coming in here. We got the Survivor, which is going to be sufficient. I will prepare away the Defend. Cloak and Dagger. Use these shivs to see what happens. So we do need a little bit more armor, but that's going to happen. Riddle with Holes. We don't have a strength booster, and it's kind of expensive. I'm going to Survivor away the Riddle with Holes. Although it doesn't matter. We don't have enough energy to do all the things. So, I'm not sure that Deadly Poison will actually end up doing more damage over the course of the fight, but Poison is cool, so I'm going to do it. Because Deadly Poison does 10 damage by itself, in a sense. It does extend all your other poisons, so like 2 Deadly Poisons does, I think I counted it like as 36 or something. So it definitely gets a lot better, but... wow, 2 Masterful Sabs is an anti-combo. It's not like Clash. That is kind of annoying. And we don't have lethal this turn, so we'll not quite defend. So we're going to take damage. Which is kind of a pain in the ass. And did we draw lethal? Yeah, we're fine. Ooh. Didn't even have to play that, but it's fun. Alright. Took a little bit of damage, but not too bad overall. Another escape plan. Another prepared... I think the prepared is going to be better here because we do need to cycle away expensive uncastable cards quite a bit here. And that was just a regular fight, or a question mark fight. Remove all strike, obtain 5 bites. I don't think we've removed... Have we removed maybe 1 strike? I'm going to call this a direct upgrade, although losing max HP is bad. Rule of Cool. Rule of Cool. I'm not convinced that actually strengthened our deck. God damn it! Stop giving us fights on the question marks! Holy cow! Alright, we'll open it with the Endless Agony. I don't know if we're going to use the second one. I mean, it does enable some cycling. We did get the Catalyst, which is nice, but we're also going to take ludicrous amounts of damage. I'm trying to figure out if double defend into Malaise is better than just a big Malaise. Obviously, if we do this, he'll be down to 8 damage 3 times. So it'll be 4 and then weakened, which is an extra minus 25%. So he'll hit me for 9. It'll be 3 points each. Or he'd still be weakened. Minus 2, which is 6 times 3. So he's going to hit me for like 4 or 5. I think it rounds down. So 4 times 3, which would be 12. So I'd take 2. I think I'm going to go ahead with the Malaise, because there's a good chance over the course of things it will do less. Yeah, we got no real way around it here. I think I'm going to keep the Endless Agony. Although, the Endless Agony is kind of an anti-combo with the Malleable here. So you know what? I'll just cast it. We'll see what we get. Alright. It didn't do any damage, but that's okay. We've removed it, and I think that's going to be fine. So hopefully, I mean, I'm accepting 9 damage here. I could have accepted less, but I'm hoping that overall this will make us maybe take less damage by giving him more minus strength and the longer weaken, because he does lots of multi-attacks. So we escape plan first. Let's see what we get with this. Last Knife is interesting. If I do a bite right now, then I can shiv to remove that armor without actually triggering another armor, which is fairly efficient. Predator's good, but not what we need. I'm just going to see if we can get... Okay, I mean, we've already got all the block we need. Yeah. So we'll just do this. I don't know if there's anything I could have drawn to, like, make it stronger, but... Anyway, so we'll just block everything. Probably can't lethal him next time, especially with the Malaise. He is just going to debuff me. That's fine. Card draw. Card draw. Nothing. Okay. We need that thing that gives us, what, strength every time we reshuffle X number of times? I mean, we are padding out our deck with the dead branch, but that's alright. Escape plan! You do have some poison on you, which is good. Do we have lethal? I think the answer is no. Cloak and dagger. Next turn attacks are double, which we won't need, because we're going to have outmaneuver, so it's going to be ludicrous regardless. That will trigger another thing of whatever. I will catalyze you, which exhausted itself for more deadly poison. He's going to have 1 hit point left. That's annoying. But we won't take anything here. If you know, like, we had more poison, it would have been nice to double all that, but, like, it was the catalyst that triggered everything else. Deflect is the obvious choice in this deck. I mean, we will be able to trigger Bane, which is really good, but Deflect is free, and therefore self-replacing, and therefore really what we're looking for. Alright, we got the fight with Minion. We still don't have any AoE here, although we might randomize some. We do have the Noxious Fume, which I guess sort of counts as that. We're going to start with the powers to get them out of the way. We'll certainly be deflecting over here. And I think if we defend, that's going to be enough. Let's prepare and see what comes up. Okay, we'll just dump the extra defend. I will, in fact, survivor away this defend. And then poison stab. It's not going to be enough to kill you next turn, because you'll be poisoned. Oh, yeah, no, we will. If I do this, you're not going to get a chance to attack again. Actually, neither one of them would. Because he's going to take... He's effectively taking 8 from this, and next turn he'll be poisoned. He'll go down to 2, then 5. So... No, he'll be at 1 hit point. But if I hit him, he's going to die at the start of his... Oh! We drew some endless agonies. I could actually kill him before he attacked me, but it doesn't actually matter. We'll do this, especially if you're going to armor up. Do we adrenalize? Armor, we can leave him with 3. The blur is very nice here because... we can preserve a little bit. On the other hand, if I just bite him, then he'll die at the start of his next turn from the poison. Okay. Underhanded strike. At least we've got a couple of ways to discard. So yeah, he's dead regardless, and he's... Oh! He actually dies earlier because of the splash, but it doesn't make a difference. Either way, he got his 1 attack off, and that's that. Strength boost isn't going to do anything. He's got 3 stacks of poison, so he's going to die. He is not going to attack. Alright, we know for a fact we're going to outmaneuver regardless. I will escape plan. Draw an extra bite. Since we don't need any defense... I'll prepare it first. We might actually... No, we'll discard that for now. That's going to be okay. We'll Cloak and Dagger to see what the shivs start giving us. You do have some armor, which is a little annoying. But we do have the accuracy, which is nice. Backflip is not actually something we care about right now. Dagger Spray makes no difference right now. So I'm just going to go ahead and bite him a couple times. Gain some hit points. End turn. Okay. You're rallying, so you're generating some more dudes. You think you can have up to 3 guys in play. I think the rally would have just brought in 1 if I hadn't killed any. So you are going to attack. If I can hit you for 8, you're going to die. I guess we Deadly Poison and neutralize him? Although, we're going to generate enough defense to not take anything. And we've got... Okay, you know what? We're going to be overkilling our turn here. So, you know what? We're going to be emptying our hand. Regardless. So, we're not going to take any damage from him. He's going to build up a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stack poisons on the leader. That's going to be okay. But I will tap him for a little bit of damage. We're almost at full hit points. Underhand strike. Stops our combos, which is annoying. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep trying to stack the poison on the actual leader here, while we use our instant attacks to maybe keep the minions under control. You're charging up. I think you'll armor up this turn, and you'll hit me for a bunch next one. And you were strength boosting. Escape plan. Deflect. I think... So he's going to die. I think we drop a giant malaise on his face. That is going to do -4, so he's going to hit for 30. He is going to be weakened at that point, so instead of 10s, he'll be doing probably rounded down to 7, so that's 21 damage. I could consider defending a little instead. I could defend 3 times and just malaise him once. It'll generate a card. Then I would take nothing, because he's dying. Okay, taking nothing, I guess, is better. Well, no, that's not true. I still will take a little bit of damage, actually, because he wasn't negative strength as much, but basically taking nothing. He's dead next turn, regardless. Yeah, so he's going to die before he does his big attack, so that's okay. Clearly, we outmaneuver. There's going to be no real attacks here. We're going to do that and that. We've got no way to carry over our block. I guess I'll dagger spray, which will kill him early, which doesn't matter. Okay, I think he's just going to buff everyone's strength, but there's not really anyone for him to buff other than himself. This +4 is a pretty big gain, though. That is a lot of damage. I don't think I can kill him. Shiv. Well-laid plans. That is just going to hit for 15, which won't be enough. Let's Survivor that away, because it's expensive. Prepared. Neutralize is actually handy. Deadly Poison, sure. Bite him. We're close. Backflip, at least we get more block. Bunch of card draws, but we were going to draw anyway. No to the lethal, and we are going to take some damage. I will just hold on to the bite, because, I mean, we're going to kill him next round anyway because of the poison. He's already dead. But we did take a little bit of damage, which is a shame. At least we've got some life generation with the bites. And in fact, we are going to want to use one of the bites to be able to gain 2 extra hit points before he dies from just the poison. We have the Pantograph for the health booster at the start of a boss fight. That'll enable an extra upgrade, which is gorgeous. Gorgeous, and I think we just keep taking the Prepareds here. That's okay. I mean, these are great things, but the Prepared, again, literally doesn't hurt our deck and can help us eliminate cards that are jamming our combo. There's something to be said about grabbing the max HP, though, but I think the Prepareds are really strong here. We're going to go to Upgrade and then Elite Fight, probably 10 hit points down, but... Or, wait. This way? No, this way, yeah. Well, though, what do we upgrade? Is an interesting question. Do we actually need to upgrade things? The Bite does heal a little bit more, and that's nice. The Endless Agonies do start to do more damage, which isn't too shabby. I mean, you get a little bit more block from this, and we don't need to upgrade the Prepareds. Deadly Poison, I mean, that's a fair bit more poison. Not going to deny that. That is a fair bit more damage on the Poison Stab as well. You know what, though? I think we upgrade the Bites. If we got them, let's get the extra hit points out of them. Sure. Now, we do have the Block Potion, which is going to be important against this guy, because we really don't want wounds to get added to our deck. So it's 14 on the first attack. So we are, in fact, going to have to defend. Well, actually, I could just malaise him, and then I don't have to worry about defending. I could just potion malaise and then hit him for a bunch. Which I think is actually the tempting route. Do I go for the max malaise? I think against this guy, it'll pay off so well, because he does do a lot of multi-attacks, and we never ever want to take any damage against this guy, because then it'll stop him from clogging up our deck with absolute bullshit. It's overkill in the block. I could have done a normal block and then maybe a lower malaise, but that's okay. So he's going to hit us for 6 here. Well, we got the free deflect, which is going to be a good start. I guess I'll prepare now to see... Or, yeah, no, to see what comes up. I don't need the extra block from the Cloak and Dagger, so we'll get rid of that. We'll bite him twice, gaining some hit points. And what do we get? An escape plan, which gives us a couple of Endless Agonies, which I'm just going to go ahead and unload. Underhanded Strike, which may jam our deck. Cloak and Dagger, we can shiv, get an extra card. Corpse Explosion does not help us. And in fact, probably makes my deck worse. this Dead Branch, just, I don't know. I'm happy we're getting a lot of, like, discard effects, because I think we're going to need a lot of that stuff. 15 attack is pretty bad. Okay, I'm going to play 2 defends, and then use the Survivor to discard the last defend, because I'm going to have enough block now, and then that leaves me with 1 energy to start playing some other cards. Okay, that's the end of that run. Another outmaneuver would be insane. Or Flying Kicks. Flying Kicks would be good too. Well, okay, we will Survivor the Underhanded Strike. We'll Prepared the Predator. It's quite pricey. And we do need some extra defense from our draw. Defend, there we go. 0 cost card? Not a 0 cost card. But we'll take nothing. Still don't get a wound. And again, not taking anything is pretty good. You're reflecting a ton of damage to yourself. Stop hurting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. The poison's pretty good too. Neutralize. Escape plan first. Prepared now. Let's see what the Shiv gives us. A leg sweep. Alright, so again, we take no damage. We actually overkill on the block, and we don't draw anything we can play. But the poison's still ticking away there. We've got sort of, we do have a bit of an attrition deck. We actually could do well with Calipers here, since we're playing so many cards. Corpse Explosion can end it a little faster, but I'll Prepared and probably just get rid of it because of the cost. Cloak and Dagger, let's see what we do. Actually, I might have wanted to Cloak and Dagger first, to see what it generated. Boom. Okay, so he's dead regardless, and yeah, there's nothing we can do to generate an extra bite. Which is too bad, because we could have healed a bit more, but overall not too bad. Ice Cream! Energy's now conserved between turns. That is going to be... It, in a sense, doesn't combo with Unceasing Top, but there's going to be some awkward turns where we're going to be happy to just sit there and do nothing. I'm going to grab the Flying Knee, because the extra energy generation is going to be wonderful for us. And what do we get over here? There's lots of relics that could be helpful. Anchor isn't necessarily a huge one, but we're so low on health, and we do need a couple turns sometimes to set up a few things. So soaking the extra damage on the first turn is nice, especially these minions like to attack in the first turn. So that does disable a lot of crap, which I like. I think we'll start with the Prepared. We only need 1 source of defense. I'm going to keep the Survivor, even though it's overkill. Escape plan. Okay. But weaken him, he's going to do 7, so we're still going to need some sort of defense. Do we want to kill him? We've got the reflective damage, so he's going to take 3 from that. If I poison stab him, he's going to die at the start of the next turn. On the other hand, there's still the thing to be said about poisoning the leader in these fights. So we Noxious Fume regardless. You know what? I can just bite plus neutralize to get rid of him, and then I don't have to worry about any defense at all. Although we probably will be doing it. Okay, let's just play it out. It's fine. Because we'll probably want to discard something with Survivor. Discard a bite just to be able to generate some redraws. And yeah, we'll kill him with the bite. That's fine. Prepared. Just, we might get lucky. We got a bunch of Endless Agonies. Now, he's not going to hit me this turn regardless. But, yeah, let's bring him down a bit. And see what we end up with. Okay, nothing that helps us now, and maybe nothing that helps us overall. I don't know how often the Ice Cream will come up, because we mostly are going to want to play out our whole hand. But there may be some situations. I mean, it's not a bad thing. We do have the Explosive Potion as well. obviously do this. You're not quite dead. I mean, we know we're going to want a flying knee. Yeah, you're still not quite dead. Defend, defend. We'll still take some damage over here. Actually, I should have killed him with the explosive potion. I think. Probably. Well, there'll still be opportunities for it. So we took a little bit of damage. You're going to summon some more dudes. We can prepare it because getting rid of the defense are going to be fine. Dump the accuracy, dump the outmaneuver, bite plus, bite. There you go. Give me my health. Cloak and dagger. We don't really need the block. The shiz will be interesting to see what they come up with. Tool of Trade is an excellent card, but not one we can cast right now. So he's going to summon more minions. He's going to sit around for a while and prepare. He's going to attack, but not for much. We can pretty safely get rid of at least one defend, especially like this. I will deadly poison the boss. Survivor one of the defends to shrink my hand a bit. Crippling poison. We're not going to take any damage this round. This is going to be important that this guy die like sooner rather than later. I think I'm just going to bite him. And again. Kill him early. But we don't have to worry about that. He's not going to hit me for anything. We've got the explosive potion as well. But, you know, we might just be able to hold that. He's not quite dead from poison. He's going to take 5 at the start of his turn here. Let's escape plan. Phantasmal Killer is so expensive, but it isn't bad. We might be able to do some crazy lethal stuff. Where's my armor, you guys? I have to throw that just to make it so that we can tap him out for the kill. Which is kind of crummy. Wow. I would like to put down the Envenom here. But we'll outmaneuver, and I guess we'll save 1 energy for the next turn after taking 30 points of damage on this round. God damn. That was not according to plan. So, we'll discard the defend, because we don't actually need armor this turn. Even tempted to get rid of you. Because we want to keep the bites to regain a little bit of health, actually. Maybe not want to even neutralize here. Come on, give me another bite. That'll do. Give me another bite. I mean, he's already dead, but... There's no way for me to actually cast the bite. Okay, well, we ended at 20 hit points left. I wonder if there's probably a way to avoid that. Art of War is probably not going to proc much for us, but it might. There's a Catalyst, and it's upgraded, and the triple poison is good, but Slice is just so comporific with what we do, so we got to go there. Okay, we got to hit this shop. I mean, obviously, we want to avoid the critter anyway. We don't have any way to make money anymore, so we've got to be very careful about our expenses. Slice is a huge boost to our deck. Second accuracy wouldn't be bad. We don't have much in the way of shivs. Madness actually is really nice. I'd really like to get the Madness from the event, if at all possible, because we get a couple of them. But changing a card to cost 0 for the rest of the combat is pretty potent. Sadistic Nature is free, and when we debuff, we don't debuff that much. We got Toolbox. A lot of the colorless cards do cost 0 and are really good. A couple upgrades are decent. Dodecahedron H points are full. We gain energy at the start of each turn. We've got some possibilities for doing stuff like that. We can also remove. I'm wondering about removing an unupgraded Bite. Or even the Poison Stab. Or an unupgraded Defend. Although we don't have much else in the way of removal cards. Like, removing things that cost points is kind of nice. But I think we want to grab the Slice. A Cloak and Dagger is not bad. We do have some shivvy things going on. And And that upgrades 2 skills. That's actually pretty good. We can't do everything. If we ended up, like, upgrading... I mean, everything in our hand is worth upgrading. Oh, it could hit prepareds, and that would be pretty disappointing, because it doesn't help us much. I think I grabbed the slice, because it's so compatible with what we're doing. The cloak and dagger is pretty good, too, but I kind of want to go with the toolbox. Just because we have so much RNG already going on, what's a little bit more? Oh, I love it. And then we probably won't have anything to do in the second shop unless there's a crazy sale going on, which means we can just skip it for the question mark. All right, normal fight. Okay. We start with a bandage up, which is free and heals us, and cycles to a riddles with holes. Let's see. Multi-hits on this guy would be pretty good. Which, actually... could just riddle with holes this guy. He's still gonna hit me for 12. We got a lot of cards in hand. I'm actually wondering if we prepared away the noxious fumes. And I think that's okay. I don't think we necessarily care about starting to stack the poison in this fight. I don't think it's going to be that kind of fight. Now, we could just disable this guy with the Slice, Endless Agony, and Endless Agony. Which ends up being slightly cheaper than the Riddled with Holes. And we will see what comes up as we exhaust these cards. A Bane, which is fine as a strike. Better when we start poisoning things. Cloak and Dagger. Start to get some defense. I could drop a big malaise on this guy. I don't think we will. We've got enough to not take any damage right now. I'm tempted to just shiv away the bird. I like the idea of dropping a terror on this guy. And then I think we might just malaise him. Minimize the chance of us taking any real damage. Although, you know what? Let's just kill off the bird with the predator. I'm just gonna get rid of the malaise. Get a blur. Okay. Oh, we only have one guy to focus on. Because that guy will wake up and start to attack us. I mean, you know, mostly spending a lot of time stunned and not as dangerous. But yeah. So we get the extra card draws. Deflect, you're going to hex us so that when we play a non-attack, we get a crappy card in our hand, which is going to ruin things a lot. I actually should have just bit him a bunch, as opposed to poisoning him, so that we can gain as much hit points as possible in this fight. We'll probably end up gaining about the same amount regardless, but I think that could have been a tiny optimization to consider. So, we are going to load our deck with some crappy stuff, but... that's okay. Boom, ba boom. I will skip the defend, at least. Save an energy for the next turn from the ice cream. Plus, we got some energizing going on. He buffed his strength. He's still not attacking me. Sure. You know what? He's not attacking me. I'm just going to end turn. We get to save all this energy. We might need to do a lot of, like, cycling on the dazes, but there you go. And we're weakened, and he's gaining strength, and now he's going to start attacking us. But, I mean, we can even just play Eviscerate as is. Prepared away the dazed. We're going to dagger throw away a daze and get another daze. Prepared, which does load more dazes into our deck, but there you go. Yeah, Eviscerate becomes pretty combo-rific here, but we're still not, like, killing anyone with, like... it's hard to use normally. I don't know if I'd ever grab the Eviscerate as a normal thing. Distraction's pretty fun, and you can upgrade it to cost 0, but I think I'm just going to take the max HP here. I think that's fine. We got the sort of deck where we, like, really do benefit from quite a bit of a thin deck. Yeah, let's read the book. We'll get some more random effects. Which one is it? Wait, what? The first attack played each turn that costs 2 or more is played twice. When you take this relic, become cursed. A curse is terrible! Because that'll always stop our combos unless we end up with a redraw. And we did hurt ourselves a lot to grab that. This is not great. The first attack played each turn that costs 2 or more is played twice. Do we have any of those? Alright, well, we got the good instinct for a little bit of free block. Let's load up our powers, because that's a for sure. Probably outmaneuver and just bite him. We need a melee's plus so that it still does something when I cast it for 0. I think I'm still going to go and remove it from what we've got. Just to see what comes up, because it's more fun. More random equals more fun. Doesn't it? Exactly. It's like the wrong way to play this game, but that's okay. So you're armored up, which is kind of annoying here. There's our Necronomic Curse. There's no escape from this curse. Can you, like, not remove it from your deck or something? So, we've got no card cycling this turn, which is incredibly disappointing. You're going to armor up again. I think I'm just going to go ahead and wail on this guy. Bite, bite, defend, defend. I mean, we're not actually going to be able to defend enough. We can get extra energy. That's not what we need right now. And we're plenty of energy next turn. But yeah, I'm wondering if I can discard him or remove him. I mean, again, we don't have any money for a shop. That is terrible. God, I've never seen this one before. So, we do need to defend against 14. I'll drop the bite. I mean, the bite is good, but it's not free. Oh, well, I guess we'll get started on... You have armor right now, and we don't know if we can actually go through it. So maybe I'll just keep hitting the Centaurian. We got a Catalyst, which we could consider saving. Now, we're going to have to empty our hand this turn. You know what? I'm going to catalyze you. Yeah, we'll go ahead and unload the 1,000 cuts. That's fine. Riddle you with holes. At least that's an attack that cost extra. So that gets played twice, which I guess is fine. And the riddle of holes is being interesting, too. Neutralize you. Still looking to take 1 point of damage here. Prepared. The 1,000 cuts is working pretty well. When you upgrade it, it does actually do 2 damage. So it's still expensive to play. We could keep the combo going here with an energy potion. Right now, we're going to take 1. I think we'll just halt it here. That's fine. The energy potion will probably be more important in the boss fight. So you're dead next turn. Or not, never mind. So, if I kill him, I don't need the blocks. On the other hand, the blocks give me shivs, so... Yeah, let's just finish this guy off then. He's got 10 poison. As long as we 1,000 cuts twice, he's dead. So we'll do that. Bite for the health. Play dance for 1,000,000 cards. Well, we'll shiv first and see what we end up with. Oh yeah, you're already dead. Could we get another bite out of this? No, we can't. We can't redraw anything. So whatever. Die, 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 die. Okay. 22 HP. At least we've got some life regeneration in the deck. Strength Potion's going to be handy. An Adrenaline. It's a redraw and gives us energy. I mean, the maneuver's good too, but let's mix it up. Why not? Maneuver might have been better. We have the Pantograph, so we don't need to heal. If we upgrade the Adrenaline, it's 2 energy. And I think that becomes the way to go, because it makes it much easier for us to keep going with our combo. Assuming we can discard away our freaking curse fairly regularly. We got a secret weapon. Choose an attack from your draw pile and place it in your hand. That's not terrible. I don't think we need it right now. You don't attack the first turn. So let's start by discarding you. Okay, so you can be discarded at least. We'll load up the accuracy. We'll get up an outmaneuver for next turn. We'll probably be looking to load up on poison over here. It exhausts. I think we can just wait on that one. It's going to be fine. Do this and this. I mean, I could have gone and looked for an extra bite. But the poison, starting on the poison's fine too. I should have put the strength right away, actually. We'll do it now. We may need to do the energy as well. Noxious Fumes, we have to play. Prepared. We don't have any block right now. I'm going to get rid of the melees because it would eat all of our energy. Alright, start drawing stuff. Or at least we should, hopefully, be able to draw relatively deeply. Because we do have the energy, unless we hit a curse. I'm going to have to go for the kill here. It might end up being a waste, but we got to play it slightly safe. There's a defend, finally. Cloak and Dagger is potentially very handy. We'll start shivving this guy. All out attack, draw 1 card less is fine. Doesn't hurt us one bit. Alternatively, and we're going to do this, we're going to drink for the dash. Bring him closer to death, and actually get enough block to... Oh, got played twice! I'm like, how did I end up with so much block? And he died. Yeah, that's actually fine. I mean, now we overkilled on block, but I'm okay with that. I forget the Necronomicon. We might end up taking a card that benefits, that works with this. It anti-combos with everything else, but it might be worth explicitly going for some. Let's Escape Plan, because it's free. And let's start with the Endless Agonies to see what kind of draws we get. We got a Dagger Throw, which is nice because we could use that to cycle the Defend that we don't need. Depending on how this goes... No, we can't get the Grand Finale to trigger off. Or can we? No. No, we can't. But we can discard that. We can use the Survivor to get rid of the Grand Finale, at least, so we can keep going in this turn. Deadly Poison you. He's just going to summon more dudes. We don't need the block at all, but the longer we can keep this going, the cooler it is. Bite! We're already at full HP. I think we got this fight. Prepared. Chuka, chuka, chuka. I think we've been lucky enough to... Well, we did discard the curse one time. That's right. So the curse is probably still in here, yeah. It'd be great if we, like, threw a prepared at the end like that. It drew the curse and then instantly discarded it for us. That would be good timing. Speaking of curses, and we're not going to be able to get rid of it this turn. Although the ice cream makes the curse less painful, because at least if we end the turn with still some energy left, it carries over to the next turn. There's still the possibility of dropping a big malaise, but I think what we're going to do is we're going to focus on dropping these guys. The Bane's going to be quite good, actually. And the footwork. So that will hit him twice. We can get him dead regardless, though. Let's make sure we can do this right. If I do this... and... Wow, that's a big shiv, that's right. Yeah, I guess I just do it that way. I hit this guy with Bane instead of footworking. No, let's footwork. Pick up a die. Let's just get rid of this. It's a lot, I don't know. Because most of the time, I'm not going to want to use... In this fight, I think it's fine not to use the melees, and I'm not going to want to use that much energy on one card. Okay, so we get a ton of debuffs here. All the debuffs. Including Frail, which is pretty bad. And we don't have enough energy to empty your entire hand, which is a shame. Shiv you, give me a Deadly Poison, which I'd probably rather put on the boss. If I Flying Knee you, that's going to be one short. But if I Dagger Throw you, that's not too bad. Let's get rid of the all-out attack, even though the one less card is not really a problem. That's a lot of damage, too. Because you're now dead. Yeah, no, we'll get rid of that. It'll give us a few more options next turn. We're going to be dashing. I think we dash and Flying Knee and I mean, I suppose I can cast it to cycle some more. We actually could use a little bit more block to not take damage here. You know what? If we have a zero-cost attack, like a Slice, that's a good combo. We will get another random card. We can't actually play Blur, but I'm happy that it's in my deck. Okay. We're still going to take 3 over here. But that's alright. He's below half health. He's going to look for another big hit over here. Grand Finale is probably not going to work again, but we can just discard it with the Survivor, which we will start with, because that's fine. And yeah, we're just going to be playing out our hand, presumably. Oh, I should have played the Shiv first, so that we could discard the Reflex. I mean, either way, we'd end up with a dead card in our hand, but at least that would be a redraw. And at least we get to save our energy. And hit point damage, I think we still get the fight. And we don't have to worry about hit points going into the next thing. So that's not so painful. Got 5 energy this turn. Shiv first to see what we get. Reflexes is going to be a dead card. And at least you're just buffing this turn. Anyway. Oh, I shouldn't have played the defense. I'm just doing it out of habit, but I could have saved more energy if I hadn't played the defense. You Moraine. He's just summoning dudes this turn, though. We might just be able to kill him. Shiv, we get a Phantasmal Killer, which we might want to cycle, although... Yeah, we will, because it's going to be the most expensive. And less likely for us to keep getting the kills. So at least we can play the defense fairly cheaply to recycle them over here. And there's our lethal. Alright, we'll just end turn. That's fine. Okay. Alright. Not going to say that was clean. But at the same time, didn't feel like we were in too much risk. Now, Corpse Explosion is an attack that could trigger twice with Necronomicon, but I don't think it would work. Alchemize is always nice because of the potions, but I'm actually a little concerned about triggering more dead branches. Unload is actually fine on a turn where we don't necessarily need block, because what it does is, this is actually a good way to get rid of your curses and everything like that, and helping to cycle your deck. So that's going to be okay. I think what we do is we grab a Runic Dome. I don't think we need to see Intense. I think we just want more energy so that we can go off more explosively. And that's going to be swell. So now we're going to have 5 energy all the time. And we probably don't need to worry about picking up outmaneuvers, honestly, which is nuts to think about. Alright, folks, thanks for watching another episode, and I'll see you guys next time.